Next question. And I'm quoting this here. Please, can I have some advice with dealing, or please, can I have some advice for dealing with poor leaders at work that you have little respect for? And the question, as a subordinate, how do you handle a leader who leads from a place of ego and isn't transparent with information?
Yeah, so these were a couple questions actually that I got, and I just kind of bunched them together because my answer is going to be very similar for each of them, and it's actually very similar to a situation that I'm dealing with right now with the guy that I'm helping out. And I wrote something to him recently, and what happened was he's in a situation where a leader had come in that didn't have the knowledge inside the industry they were working in. So he came from another industry, got put into a leadership position, and that guy, that new leader, was resisting change and not giving support to the new procedures that the guy I was coaching was trying to implement. So he was kind of, at a loss for what to do. You got this new manager that's coming in that's inexperienced, and the guy I'm coaching obviously doesn't respect him because he doesn't have a lot of knowledge in this industry. And so here's the advice I gave him. I said, you need to set this up to make the new manager look good. Make some adjustments to the words you are choosing, the tact you are taking, and the focus you are using to ensure that your changes make him look good, not bad. Now, this is so counterintuitive for people. It's so counterintuitive because they get that person that's above them in the chain of command that doesn't know as much as them, that's not as smart as them. And what do they want to do? They want to bring them down. Right. They want to prove to everybody that they're better. I'm better than that guy.
I know
more
job.
than that guy.
Yep.
I deserve that guy's job. Mm-hmm. That's what everybody's instinct is to do. Mm-hmm. And it's wrong. It's wrong. Somehow, let the ideas come from him, or make him the approver or the driver of some of the aspects that he can handle. So I'm actually saying go out of your way to make this easier for this guy. Make him look good. Give him credit. It's your ego that wants to pull him down. Put your ego in check. Help him without being condescending or acting like you know more than him. He shouldn't even know you are helping him. Have you ever been, this is so fun to do, is when, Echo doesn't know this section of the equipment. Mm-hmm. So I don't say, hey, since you don't know this, I'll teach it to you. Right? This condescending tone of, but instead of like, hey, have you ever seen the way this one works? Have you ever seen this specific equipment before? Because the way it works, it's a little bit different than some of the other ones, is you got to do this, this, and this. Mm-hmm. And you can sit back and you can accept that knowledge without feeling like you don't know it. Right. So I'm teaching you, but I'm doing it in a clandestine manner. And that's what we're trying to do, because we're trying to build, what are we trying to do? We're trying to build a relationship here. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a relationship. And if I go, since you don't know how to use this, I'll show you now. What does that do? Puts you on the defensive, makes you considered me to be a threat. Mm-hmm. Now I'm threatening, and that's not good. He shouldn't even know you are helping him. Respect what he does and show him that you respect it. So, hey, I know you probably haven't been down in the weeds on this type of gear in a while, but hey, this is the way, you know what I'm saying? Like I actually respect the fact that you're up top in charge, and I'm just a frontline guy, but here's how you do this if you ever had to. Right. You know what I mean? Just downplay what he doesn't know and subtly help him to learn it. Right? You probably would never have to do this. This new equipment over here, I mean, I know it's a little bit below your level. Here's how it works if you ever needed it. Boom. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not like, you don't know how to do this. And I do. Yeah. You don't want an adversarial relationship with this new leader. You want him to support and help you. He will do that if you are making him look good. This is so easy, man. This is so easy and so hard, because everybody's ego will get in the way. Right. Everybody's ego will get in the way. Extreme ownership often requires covert and clandestine, indirect actions. So all these things that I'm talking about, helping the guy, without him knowing. Letting him take credit for ideas without him knowing. All these little aspects, they're indirect actions. They're not going head to head. It's like jujitsu. It's jujitsu all the time. Everything's jujitsu. You don't want to, if you know I'm going to do an armbar, I'm not going to get the armbar, right? You're going to defend that. So I have to go take indirect actions and set things up and take my time and be clandestine and covert. This is chess, not checkers. This is where you need to master your ability to influence, which, as we talked about a couple of podcasts ago, is actually manipulation.
Right.
I'm manipulating this guy to think that he's got something over me. I'm inflating his ego. While I'm putting my ego in check, I'm making him feel like he's even better. And that makes him feel good. It makes him want to support me because I make him look good. This is just basic. If you do this wrong, the new manager will resist you at every turn. If you do this right, he will be your biggest supporter. Now, this is the same thing with leaders that you quote unquote don't respect. First of all, there should be something that you respect about everybody. Everybody that you meet, you should have some kind of respect for them. And by the way, if you don't respect someone, what is making you not respect them? It's your ego. It's your ego that makes you not respect people. Because you think, oh, I'm better than them. I should have their job. They don't know what they're talking about, and I do. That's all ego.
Right.
So put your ego in check and just be like, okay, this person's above me. They seem really inexperienced, but what can I learn from them? How did they get there? If they're so dumb and bad at this job, how come they outrank me? Let me learn something from them. Let me learn something from them. Put your ego in check. And this is the key point. And anytime I talk about, quote unquote, leading up the chain of command, I will talk about this, that no matter what boss I work for, and I work for every different kind of boss, egomaniacs, psychopaths, wonderful guys, intelligent guys, brilliant guys, tacticians, I worked for every different kind of boss, and I always had the same relationship with all of them. That was my job, was to build that relationship, and that was a relationship of high trust. So they trusted me. They were going to stay out of my way and let me do what I wanted. And that's how you win. Which, by the way, when you win, they should never know you win. They shouldn't even know that there was a competition happening.
Right.
And that way you can do what you want. And so that is how you deal with people above you in the chain of command that you have little respect for or that lead from a place of ego. You build a relationship with them. You don't go head to head with them. You're not going to win going head to head with your boss. They're your boss. They have rank on you. If they're an egomaniac, they're going to use that rank. If there's someone that you don't respect, you got to build a relationship with them. If there's someone that's an egomaniac, you got to build a regardless of the situation, the solution is the same. Build the relationship of trust. Help them. Build them up. Take a back seat. Let them get credit. It's all those things. And once you do that, you're going to have much better results than if you try and bang heads with them, overcome them, defeat them, have an antagonistic relationship with them. It's never going to work. So play the game.